Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 4th, 2021. Chag Sameach. Today is the 29th day of Cheshvan, the Jewish holiday of Sigd. The word Sigd means bowing down in prayer, and the Sigd holiday has been celebrated for centuries by the Ethiopian Jewish community. Since 2008, it is also a national Jewish holiday in Israel. The date has two significant associations. The first is it's believed to be the date that God first spoke to Moshe at the burning bush. And the holiday is a reaffirmation of religious beliefs and lifestyle. In Ethiopia, for centuries, it was celebrated by everyone in the community dressing in white, and then as a group walking up a mountain, symbolically reenacting the convening of the encounter between God and the Jewish people at Mount Sinai. When the Jewish people said, Na'aseh v'nishma, we accept upon ourselves to observe all of your commandments, God, and to learn about them. On that day, on this day, people would fast. The Kesim, the religious leaders, would read from the Torah, different passages from the Torah, including the Aseret Dibros, the Ten Commandments. People would recite Tehillim and prayers, and then they would return down the mountain back to the village and break their fast with a celebratory meal, with dancing and with singing. For the Jews of Ethiopia, the walk up the mountain was also a way to express their longing to walk up to Jerusalem, to be able to make Aliyah to Israel. Mula Zerihun is an Ethiopian-born Kes, religious leader. And he wrote, "When we climbed the mountain, we felt Jerusalem in our hearts. This deeply impacted our Judaism. Jews came from afar, 2 or 3 days on foot, on horses, or on mules, in order to have the chance to hear Torah from the Kesim. The people learned and were strengthened." In Israel today, Sigd is an occasion to celebrate Ethiopian Jews, to learn about their culture and their customs, and their unique and enviable commitment to Torah and to Eretz Yisrael, to the land of Israel. Today, thousands of Ethiopian Jews walked to Jerusalem, and there is a major celebration at the president's residence in Jerusalem, and there is a major event recreating the ancient Sigd commemoration at Armon HaNetziv, the beautiful Has Promenade overlooking Jerusalem, where thousands and thousands of Jews are now celebrating achieving their goal of making Aliyah, living in Israel, as an integral part of the larger Jewish community. Hodaya Mekonnen explains the second significance of this date, the 29th day of Cheshvan. The Sigd is observed exactly 50 days after Yom Kippur. It's a reminder to all of us that we should pause and take stock 50 days after that holiest of days. The Sigd is a day of contemplation, of covenant renewal, of the renewal, the choice we made to live here. Yes, even after we got here, she writes, and perhaps mainly since we got here and are now living in our land, because when we are comfortable, we may forget. We may take it for granted. Therefore, it is important to check not only where we are physically, but where our soul is to be found. And she concludes, in my view, the Beit Yisrael community, that's the term for the Ethiopian Jewish community, kept this holiday for thousands of years and brought it to our land so that the entire nation of Israel would receive it as a gift. And we, the Jews of Israel and around the world, should gratefully accept this gift. Today is an opportunity to remind ourselves of the centrality of Israel for all Jews, to reaffirm our commitment to Torah and mitzvos, to emphasize our deep connection to all Jews, Jews of every color, every language, every culture, every background. We are all brothers and sisters. Today is a day to celebrate the diversity of the Jewish people. And on a personal level, 50 days after Yom Kippur, today is a day to take some time to remember what we were feeling that day on Yom Kippur. What were we praying for? What person did we hope to become on that Yom Kippur? What changes in our lives did we plan? And now, 50 days later, to check our progress and to make the corrections necessary to achieve the hopes we had for ourselves on that holiest day of Yom Kippur 50 days ago. As Hodiah wrote, to check where our soul is to be found. So I want to wish you a very happy and meaningful and inspiring Sigd. Chag Sameach. My friends, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon in person.